Alright, so I'm an idiot. Looking back over this, I realize I've been reading this sentence wrong. And, I mistook the victim as Phoenix Wright. When in fact, it is this fellow who does not have a locket on his neck. Objection! Ah, yeah. Quiet music. That's the best thing ever. Um, you know, there was one curious part in her testimony, just like Mr. Gavin said. But what does it mean? I don't know, man. Maybe it means she was lying. Mr. Justice, would you care to explain what it is that you're thinking so intensely about? Recall the testimony, Your Honor. Oh, oops. No, don't save right now. I don't need to save. The victim played with his hand on Locket at his neck, I believe she said. I hope you aren't about to raise an objection to the witness's grammar, because that's racist. No, but look at this photograph. Dun! Do you see a locket on the victim's neck? Well done, Justice. I'm impressed. I knew you'd be able to handle this. But what does it mean? If we were to believe this witness's testimony as is, then the locket disappeared following the victim's death. Lockets don't just disappear, Your Honor. It's quite simple when you think about it. If the locket is gone, someone must have taken it off. No. Taken it off? Wait, you don't mean... The defendant wasn't strangling the victim at all. He was taking off his locket. Wouldn't that explain it? Oh. I've gotten over the whole pretty courtroom thing. It's old news. Defendant, what do you have to say to this? Say. Yes. I just noticed this, but you have something hanging around your neck, don't you? Oh, you mean this? Yes, it's a locket with a photograph inside. A photo of... What the fuck? What? Oh. What happened in these 7 years, Phoenix? When did you get lucky? Where is the mother? Who is the mother? Where is your daughter? Why do I not know her? Why do I not know anything? Stop keeping me in the dark. Okay, you have a daughter. Okay. A photo of my daughter. Come again? Mr. Wright, you have a daughter? I'm glad I'm not the only one that's super surprised. We confirmed it at the time of arrest. The picture in the locket is indeed Mr. Wright's daughter. So Mr. Wright has a locket too? Why don't I buy that this is just a coincidence? Well now, if the results of this poker game led to the murder, perhaps we should hear a bit more about the outcome of the game. Further testimony won't really be necessary. It's clear the defendant lost badly. Miss Orley, you will testify to the court about the game played between the victim and the defendant. Witness testimony. Serious competition. The game begins with 3,500 points in chips for each man. House chips come in 2 sizes, small and large. Her accent's going all over the place. The one who was winning, it was victim. For last time, defendant play with all chips on table and lose. I just lost her accent completely. I mean, Russian accent. Da. The moment loss was decided, defendant grabbed bottle from table and... What, she's not gonna finish? Indeed, looking at this picture, it does seem to be a one-sided game. As the court knows, poker was the defendant's life. Failure must have been a bitter pill to swallow. Ah, how many times have I heard these words? I'd done it in a fit of anger, Your Honor, and now I regret what I've done. A common tale, but true. Methinks the judge watches too many old court movies. Mr. Wright said he hasn't lost in 7 years, so this testimony must be wrong. Wow, you have a lot of faith in Mr. Wright, considering I didn't even know he had a daughter. I didn't even know he didn't have his badge. Cross-examination, serious competition. The game began with 3,000 point in chips. Oh wait, was there any contradiction? It was victim, for last hand, defendant, play with all chips and lose. Whatever, okay, so let's just press her on everything. Are those the usual starting points? Were any special rules used? No, not special. Usual game, usual rules. If each man began with 3,500 points, then the total would be, exactly 7,000 points. Please, this isn't calculus. It's not even long division. House chips come in 2 sizes, small and large. Are the chips in this photo all the chips that were used? Of course. She's a lying bitch. Something's fishy with these... Something's fishy with these chips. Should I press harder? You should always press harder, Apollo. Always. Maybe you could explain a bit about these chips. Explain? What is there to be explained? His voice. His hair flip. Just look at his face, too. That is... Gotta give him props for being pretty happy with himself. Poker chips are poker chips. They're not fish and chips. Not a chip off the old block. Not a motorcycle cop or... What? A motorcycle cop? Thanks. Now that I've pressed her, I'd better ask something. What are these chips worth? Are they in dollars or rubles even? What are rubles? Yet, as I've been saying before, it was a game, not gambling. Hard perhaps for capitalists to understand. 2 types of chip, 100 points chip and 1,000 points chip. It is not money, that. Justice. Sir, don't you find her comment interesting? In more ways than one, sir. I'd have it added to her testimony myself. Well, does the defense want the witness to add to her testimony? Add to the testimony. Yes, I do think this deserves further scrutiny. Add it to the testimony. I wish I knew where I was going with this. Me too, Apollo. Very well. Witness, if you would be so kind. Your Honor. One kind of chip is worth 100 points. Other kind is worth 1,000. 2 kinds in all. Is there more than 2 kinds of chips? No, 2 kinds of chips. Well, let's press her on it. Press my body. Mr. Gavin said this testimony is important. To be honest, I have no idea why. Mr. Justice, do the court a favor and think of what you want to say before raising your hand. Am I going to get punished? We are not in kindergarten. Sorry, I'm fine. I'd better think of something to ask. And quick. The 2 types of chips. The small ones are 100 and the big one's 1,000. Right? Of course. Huh. Look at my beautiful hair. Don't waste our time. Huh? Is that all? Yeah. Oh, great. Mr. Gavin made me stop her, and now I'm the one who looks dumb. Oh, Justice. Perhaps please try not to embarrass me like that. Huh? Who, me? There's a clear contradiction in the information you have in your hands. What? There is? What? It's a simple matter of calculation. Go on and try it. We're not in kindergarten after all. Calculation?